We are live. How's everybody doing? We doing good? Sorry, this is my first time going live, so I am trying my best to not only be a soccer coach, but be a technical guru at the same time. So bear with me. Because now I got to make sure that I save the session and we don't just lose it. All right. All right. Sorry, just checking into my laptop real quick. All right. Okay. All right. So today, for those that don't know, I'm Coach Joe. I am the goalkeeping director with you guys at FC Boulder. I have volunteered today to run a 30-minute Instagram live session with you. Today we're going to go through a little bit of a warm-up. Then we're going to kind of get some touches in, some technical work, and then we're going to finish up by doing a little bit of core and a little bit of body weight training. Since most of us don't have a gym to get to, the SPC closed down, I figured the best way to get these workouts in is just to use what you have available to you. And at any given time, you should have at least your body and probably a ball. So let's get started. We are going to start with a warm-up. I'm going to try to find the best angle. I had my laptop all set up, but for whatever reason, the laptop wasn't working. So I'm having to go off the phone. So hopefully this will work out all right. I'm going to try to find the best spot to do this. So this way you can see what I'm doing. Maybe even with any luck, hear me as well. Let's see how we're doing with that. I'm going to have to try to get creative here. Find things to prop things up with. So if you could just bear with me. All right, that looks pretty decent. Looks like you could at least see me, some of the rug. Okay, so to start with for the warm-up, I'm going to choose a couple of things. Bear in mind, my background is goalkeeping, so I'm going to try my best to make sure that I am focusing enough on the field players. And if nothing else, I promise you I'll at least get a good laugh or two from what it looks like to see a goalkeeper using his foot skills in a tight technical area, okay? So to start out with, we're going to do what I like to call figure eights. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a ball, okay? So the ball is actually to make a figure eight between your 2 feet, okay? So we're just going to go around and behind your left foot and then come around and behind your right foot, okay? So it makes like a figure eight right underneath your feet, okay? So we're going to go left, over to the right, left, to the right, okay? We're going to do this about 10 times total, okay? We go around, excellent. So once you get to about 10, then you're going to switch directions. Excellent. Good, you go around. Excellent. So what this is going to do is going to open up the hips a bit. All right, it's going to start activating our legs a little bit as well. Now, as we just got done doing the figure eights, we're going to isolate the feet, okay? So now we're going to go around just the left foot, okay? Bear in mind the ball stays in the air to start with, all right? And the next progression will move down to the ground, okay? So we're going to start going around in a clockwise manner, one around the left foot, okay? In the air. Good. Once you do about 10 of those, you're going to go ahead and you're going to switch. Good. Then we're going to go over to the right foot, starting off clockwise. Good. You do about 10 of those, and then you're going to switch. Good. Now this is a little bit more focused for my goalkeepers, all right? This is pretty easy to do even if you're just a field player, but now we're going to take the ball down to the ground, starting from the beginning, all right? So we're going to go to the figure eights, okay? So we're going to do figure eights, we're going to go 10, and then we're going to switch, we're going to go 10 to the other side, okay? This time ball is on the ground and not in the air, okay? So we're going to go on the ground, good, start to move those hands a little bit, start to shift your weight. When you start to go over to your left side, shift your weight to your left. And when you start to go to the right, shift to the right. Good, should just be a nice, easy, fluid movement. Not too fast, find a good rhythm. Excellent. And then once you get to 10, go ahead and switch to the other way. You'll find that one way is definitely a little bit easier than the other. Even being a goalkeeper, I definitely have my preferential side or direction. Good. Feeling the weight shift. Start to feel those back and hips open up just a little bit. Excellent. So now, once you have done 10 of those, a little bit of a wider stance. We're going to go back to the isolating one foot, okay? Now, your legs are going to want to be a bit more locked, okay? But they need to be flexed. I don't want them like hyper flexed and going backwards, okay? So you don't want like that weird kind of pop where you feel a lot of strain in your knees. But now we're going to want to focus a bit more stretching in the hamstrings, right? You'll start to feel that when you're down there on one side for a little bit, okay? So legs are straight. Good, but make sure they stay flexed. All right, so go around for about 10 times, one side. Good. Now go around to the other side. You should start to feel it in the hamstring, especially in the outer part of your hamstring. Excellent. Good. Once you do 10 on that side, we're going to switch to the other side. Nice and fluid. Good. All right, once you do 10, you're going to go around back to the other way, other direction. All right. Like I said, that's one of my favorite warm-ups to start. I do it, like I said, with all my goalkeepers. I mean, I like doing it before games. You don't have to be a goalkeeper to do it. I like it because it really warms up like my tight areas, which tend to be my glutes, my hips, and my hamstrings. So it's a good start for anybody, goalkeeper, field player, otherwise, okay? So now the next thing we're going to do real quick, we're going to do what's called skater hops, all right? So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start on 2 feet, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to shift and plant all of our weight going to the side, onto the left foot. Now notice my right foot comes behind me, all right? So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to go back to the other side and I'm going to pick my foot up, all right? So when I am moving from side to side, I don't want to step and do this hopping motion, okay? What I want to do is step to a side, plant, bring the foot behind. Step, plant, and bring the foot behind, all right? So we want to focus on each foot we land on, activating the muscles in those legs and allowing our weight to shift, but be steady and strong on the planted leg, okay? So we're gonna go right, left, okay? So now we're gonna do that now that we got the idea, got the rhythm a little bit. We're gonna do that 10 times total, okay? So 5 each leg, okay? So we're gonna start nice and centered. We're gonna go to the left first, okay? So we're going to the left, right, left, right, so very good, very good. You can do this a couple times. I like doing one once, but like I said, it's just about leg activation for that one. Great for warm-up. Field player, goalkeeper, doesn't matter, okay? Now, the next one we're going to move on to is going to be the front lunge. So it's very similar to the skater, but instead of going side to side, we're going to go forward and then jump back, okay? So we're going to land on our lead foot, and we're going to look on loading that foot, okay? So same idea though. I don't want to land and hop forward. What I want to do is I want to land and I want to stick it. Hold, go back, jog in place, boom. Then we're going to switch to the other foot. Hold, back, jogging, and over to the other foot, okay? So focus, like I said, the big one here is landing and sticking and holding and focusing on activating that planted leg, okay? So we're going to go 10 times, same thing, 5 each leg, okay? So start by jogging in place. We're going to go boom, right foot, back up and jogging, left foot, back up and jogging, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. One more time each leg, right, left. Excellent. So same idea with the skater hops. It's just really good leg activation. I mean, you'll see the pros doing this in their warm-ups before games, before training. It's just really good to start activating all of those muscles in your legs because we do a lot of moving, cutting, planting, and turning. So we start activating those muscles, especially down the ankles and the knee, around those areas will really, really help get us ready to go, especially when we're doing tight technical stuff. And like I said, me being a goalkeeper, I can use all the help I can get, okay? So last thing we're gonna do, this is my favorite stretch. It's called the greatest stretch in the world. There's a few variations, but my favorite variation is pretty straightforward. It's all about hips and shoulders, okay? So I'll show you the side view, and then I'll turn and I'll go front on so you can see both views, okay? So we're gonna wanna be in a nice deep lunge, all right? So my left foot is in front of my right. Nice and deep. I'm going to take both hands and I'm going to put them on the inside of my left foot. Okay? So from here, I think you can all see me pretty well. I'm going to take my left hand. This is my inside hand, all right? So it's the hand closest to my front leg. And I'm just going to bring it straight up and over, okay? I should feel a stretch in my glutes out of my left leg. And I should bring it back down, okay? So I'm just going to do reps, okay? Excellent. So I'm going to do about 10 of those, all right? And I'm going to show you front on. Left leg is still forward, both hands on the ground, left hand comes up, just like that, okay? So we're going to do 10 on each side. Actually, I take that back. We'll do 8 on each side, okay? So we'll start with the left leg forward first, okay? Get a good deep lunge, nice and stable, both hands on the ground, even with the midsole of your foot. And we're just going to go 8 reps, all right? Just nice and controlled. Feel the stretch on the outside of that forward leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. So you should feel it all out here. You should start to really open up those hips. Switch to the other side. Right leg forward. Nice, good stance. Both hands on the ground. Excellent. Right hand's coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. All right, now I hope that everybody's warmed, ready to go. We are now going to take our ball. Now, let me see if I can switch this camera around. Now, if you can all generally see what I have going on here. So this is my 5x5 space. Now this X right here is going to be home, okay? This is where the ball starts and stays. Now, I have had them numbered, but as long as you have a 5x5 area, you should just generally know in front, behind, left, right, and then you're going to have ones at the angles in between those, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need things numbered. I need things organized like that just because it's the way my mind works. It's also because anything to help me kind of stay engaged and stay connected to what I'm doing, it'll help me a lot. So that's just one thing that I like to do. I mean, I just took chalk and did this. It's not permanent, super easy. You can go get chalk, King Supers. Most of you probably have chalk, okay? So what I'm going to be focusing on today is going to be, let me see if I can get this set up pretty decently. All right. And I will be trying to keep an eye on my phone. So if anybody has a question or, hey, coach, man, you're kind of messing up. You kind of look like a goof. You know, you can absolutely send that stuff to me. I will try to get it, read it, and try to do something about it. Man, just got to find me a good angle. I'm sorry. All right. Actually, that looks like probably the best angle, okay? So one area of the foot that we tend to not focus as much on that I want to focus on, because it's the area that I need probably the most help with, is the sole of our foot. So, there we go. I got everybody? We good? Sorry, I kept saying it was dropping me. All right, I think we're all right. It's going to be the sole of the foot, okay? So I'm talking toe taps, I'm talking drags, all of that stuff that we will actually use in the game. All right, I think that is my camera's way of telling me, coach, you need to find a new spot. All right. Again, thank you very much for everybody for staying with me. Coaches, we're not the most technically advanced people, okay? That's not why y'all hired us, and I don't think that's why y'all love us. And for those of us that got it, I think we all appreciate it that much more. So I'll try to be mindful of where this camera angle is, and I'll back up just a little bit, okay? So to start off, very simple. It's a great form of exercise, even if you're just not doing anything. It's something you can do inside. Don't tell your parents, but it's something I like to do inside. It's just very simple toe taps, okay? So it's basically just changing the surface of your foot, and you're just going for reps, okay? You're just going for time. You don't want the ball to move at this point. You just want the ball to stay in place, but you want to start finding a good rhythm. You want to start moving your feet. You want to start getting that heart rate up, okay? So from here, it's going to be very simple. We're going to go for about 30 seconds. A good way to gauge it is one right and one left foot tap should be about a second at the pace that you're going, okay? If not, you could always have a timer going. That's typically how I count. It's like go right, left is 1. Right, left is 2, and that's typically 1 and 2 seconds. So that's the way I tend to pace myself. So we're going to do about a total of 60. Find a good rhythm, stay in it, stay focused, try to keep that ball right in the same place where it started, okay? So we're going to go for our 60 reps or our 30 seconds, then we're going to come back and we're going to move on, okay? So starting with the right foot, okay, ready? And begin. 60. Now I might be going a little bit quick, so I'm going to let y'all catch up. I'm going to give you a second to catch your breath. This is a great one, like I said, to do indoors, just to kind of get the heart rate up, just to kind of keep that fitness going. I mean, it's one move that we tend to do a lot, and it builds a great amount of endurance just by doing it in spot. It's kind of like doing a jump rope, but without a jump rope. You're just doing it with the ball. So now that we've done that, we're going to move on to the next bit. Our next bit is going to be passing the ball between right and left, okay? So I'm actually going to take the ball. It's going to not move it's not going to move outside of my body, all right? So from the right foot, I'm going to pass start with the left. From the left foot, going to the right. To the left, to the right. So now the ball is moving. I'm keeping that same rhythm, but now I'm starting to shift the ball a bit. So now I have something to focus on. So now I have to watch the ball going between my feet without losing it, okay? So it's the next progression in this one. We'll go for the same amount of time, okay? So we'll go for about 60 reps, 30 seconds, okay? If I'm going too fast, just give me a, hey coach, slow down, okay? So I'm gonna try to, it's very hard to not get that like feedback of like eyes looking at you like, oh my gosh, you're going too fast, right? So I'm gonna try to keep this pace so you have a second to slow down and to pay attention, okay? So start with the right foot. I'll see you back in about 30 seconds, okay? Ready? Begin. Tell you what, I'm already feeling beads of sweat. I'm already starting to perspire just a little bit. So I hope you guys found a good rhythm in there. I hope the ball was able to move a bit. I hope you guys were a bit more challenged. I hope you guys are starting to feel some of those muscles that we started activating earlier in the warm-up being used right now in our drill. So now that we've done side to side, we're going to move on to the next one. And we're going to go forward back, okay? So now we're going to start moving the ball a bit, and now we're going to start moving with it. Because rarely in the game do we typically stay in one spot with the ball. So now we're going to start moving forward and backwards, okay? So, and I'm not going to go far. I'm going to go about 2 yards in front. I'm going to pull it back and go about 2 yards back, okay? I'm not going to go fast. I want to stay in control, and I want to just kind of get nice little touches in front. Again, just kind of getting the body moving, getting the feet moving, okay? So nice and easy. We're going to go for about, same idea, 30 seconds. And you can go as far forward as you want and as far back as you want. You can spend as much time going forward and going backwards. It's more about time and kind of just getting the movement in. I'm not looking for, you need to go up 4 times, you need to go back 6 times. It's more about just, hey, let's get some movement going. Let's keep the ball at our feet and let's kind of stay in control, okay? So again, go for about 30 seconds. And then from there, we'll come back and then we'll move on, okay? So, ball at the feet, ready, begin. Good. And then we're coming back. Man, tell you what, this quarantine is taking a toll on my body, man. I am way more out of shape than I thought. So now we've gotten the side to side, we've gotten the forward back, we've gotten the staying in place, our body, our mind, our feet are all activated. Now we can start adding some more technical pieces to it, okay? The next one is gonna be a bit challenging, okay? So you remember those 8 directions that I have in there? Total of 8. Forward, forward right, right, back, back left, left, and forward, okay? So a total of 8 directions. With the ball at my feet, I'm gonna be doing those toe taps, but now I'm gonna be moving the ball with me. So I'm gonna go backwards, forwards, back left, left, forward left, and so on, all the way around, okay? So I'm gonna go a total of 8 directions, toe taps. This is a bit more pace, but you wanna maintain control, okay? So now it's not, hey, go for 30 seconds, go for 60 touches. It's now go until you complete a full round all the way around the square, okay? So with the ball at your feet, I'm gonna race you, okay? See who's ready. By the way, I will be keeping track of who I beat, okay? So remember, back left, forward, right, back right, and then once you come from back right in the middle, done, okay? On your marks, get set, go. Quinn, did you already beat me? Did you already beat me? Who beat me? I'm sure there's a couple out there that beat me. By the last 2, I was done. Tell you what, coach has got some work to do in this quarantine before we get back out in the field. And it's gonna start with here. It's gonna be starting. Chris, see, I knew it. I knew she beat me. I knew. Oh, look at this. Look at here they all come in. Here they all come in. Yeah, I beat you, coach. Yeah, I beat you, coach. All right. Good start. Well, that's the easy part. Now, give you all a quick sec. Go grab a sip of water. We're gonna come back. We're gonna focus on doing some solo drags, okay? So go grab a quick sip. I know I'm gonna, and I'll come back. We'll keep going. So while y'all are grabbing a sip, maybe stretching something if you need to stretch it, wanted to just kind of send out a message to everybody that's here. One, thank you for joining me. Thank you for trying to get some work in this time off. I know a lot of you are probably feeling the same way I am, just itching to get back on the field. The videos that we've seen, just the support that we've seen from this community as a whole, club-wide, has just been absolutely amazing. It's been so much fun to see kids being creative in their time off, kind of dealing with this situation, not letting it get to them. So I just want to say, hey, everybody, keep your spirits up, enjoy a time that you don't normally get with your families. And trust me, the older you get, the harder it is to get that family time in. So just enjoy what we have while we have it, because you won't always get this time to just be around family as much as this, So that's just kind of my heartfelt message to you guys is, hey, we're gonna come in, we're gonna get some work, but let's keep keeping each other strong, keep your families close, and I just hope everyone's doing well. You guys have my contact info. If there's anything you guys ever need, anything, you don't have to be a goalkeeper. I don't have to know you. Just let me know and we're here for you, okay? All right, I think I caught my breath enough. So now we're gonna move on to some sole drags, okay? So sole drags are kind of like toe taps, but now you're gonna kind of get a bit more of a push with the ball. But it's gonna stay at the bottom of the foot. We're not using the side of the foot, inside or outside, okay? So I always need a bit of activation with my sole work. The toe taps are great, but they're not kind of as much contact time with the sole as I'd like. So to start, one thing I like doing is I kind of switch feet, all right? I always go dominant leg first, so this way when I switch over to my weaker side, I kind of tell my weaker side, hey, here's my target, here's how it felt. It's now your job to be on this same mark, okay? So I'm right-footed, so I'm gonna start with my right foot on the ball, okay? So first thing I like to do, rolling it back and forth. You can kind of keep your foot on the ball. You can take your foot off the ball. I kind of like to take my foot off the ball a little bit, so this way I have to release the ball, reconnect with the ball, and then get it under control and then bring it into a new direction. So I like to take my foot off, okay, about 10 or 12 times forward. Then once I go forward and back, I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna go side to side. So same idea. I like to pick my foot off the ball just a little bit, okay? Again, that plant leg, as you'll start to feel, is starting to get tired and starting to work, isn't it? Because now you're feeling weight shift in that leg. You're now having to balance on that foot. So it starts to build a really good base for that plant leg. And so it does so much more than just, hey, I'm getting touches with the sole of my foot. It's now I'm starting to work on my plant foot. Now I'm starting to build the muscles in my plant leg. But now we're going to go over the other foot. All right? So now you're going to start to notice the difference in your non-dominant foot when you start doing some work on it, okay? So try to keep that memory of what it felt like on your dominant side, and try to have your non-dominant side stand up to that challenge, okay? Hey, this is what it felt like. Now it's your job to keep and maintain that level, okay? So, other side, all right? Same thing, forward, back, about 10 or 12 times. Oh yeah, I definitely feel it in this foot. There we go. Excellent, now we go side to side, okay? Same thing, pick it up, boom, move it back and forth. Start to move the hips a little bit, upper body, counterbalance. Whew. Back under control. Good. Excellent. So now we're starting to feel what it's like to drag the ball a bit more, to move the ball a bit more. So now we're going to take it to the next bit. So from here, it's just going to be the ball going across the body, and I'm going to reach across my body with the opposite foot. So I roll it to my left, I grab it with my right, roll the ball across my right, grab it with my left, and just bring it back and forth, all right? So I'm going to go from here to here, but try to keep the ball in a straight line in front of you, unlike what I've been doing it, moving it in 16 different directions. Try to keep the ball in front of you, a nice easy line, nice and controlled, plant leg. The hardest one is the non-dominant foot. The dominant foot has a pretty good job at rolling it side to side. So this doesn't have to be super fast. You start to challenge yourself, move it quicker. And now you're starting to feel, we snagged that one. Now we're starting to use the hips a bit more. The plant leg has got a bit more torque on it. A bit more control. Come back here, you. Just moving it back and forth, good. Good, now we've gotten a bit more movement, a bit more range. We're now gonna move on to the next one, okay? So now that we've kind of engaged our mind a bit more as the sole drag, and we get a bit more contact time with the foot, the sole of our foot on the ball, now we're gonna start getting some movement in here, okay? So this one's gonna be a tough one. It's very similar to how we ended with the toe taps. But now we're going to kind of drag it. So from here, it's going to be 1 foot, okay? So we're going to go with both feet For this one, we'll just go one direction, okay? So we'll go around clockwise, okay? So from here, my left foot is gonna be the foot that stays planted, my right foot's gonna be the one that moves the ball, okay? So we're just gonna be rolling it back, rolling it forward, rolling it back to the two, rolling it back, and I'm gonna go all the way around this circle, okay? So it's just gonna be one pass, we're just gonna go one direction, but in your own time, go the opposite direction, okay? See what it feels like to go the opposite direction on that same foot. So go right foot, then left foot. We're going one direction, we'll say clockwise. Then switch and go the other direction and go right foot, then left foot, okay? Your plant leg should be tired, your right leg should be kind of more mentally tired. But now we're gonna start to add some more pace to it, okay? So, when we go, I'll just see you when we get back to the beginning, okay? So we're gonna go back, back left, left, front, front right, right, back right. And then once we get to the middle, we're gonna stop, we'll catch our breath. We'll talk back in a second, and then we'll go over to the left side, okay? Ready? Off we go. Oh man. All right, I hope everyone was able to do that without falling over. I know anytime that I do something like this and I don't fall over, it's a victory. Trust me, that's the last thing in my back pocket to say, yeah, I did that and didn't fall over. So take a second, catch your breath. If you use your dominant foot, remember, how did that feel using my dominant foot? How should it feel with my non-dominant foot, okay? That's always the marker. Like I said, some people like to go weak foot to strong foot. I like going strong foot to weak foot because it's more of that mental aspect of like, hey, I have a standard I need to uphold. I can't let my left side be weaker than my right. So that's why I'm saying, hey, right foot's my best foot, left foot, stick up with me, okay? Stay up, let's keep moving with me, okay? So, non-dominant foot if you use your dominant foot, and then dominant foot if you use your non-dominant foot, all right? So opposite foot, same direction, okay? Ready? Off we go. Man, for those using the non-dominant foot on that one, I'm sure you can pretty much all tell the difference between the dominant foot and the non-dominant foot, so maybe there's some work to do with the non-dominant foot, right? I know I always have work to do on my non-dominant foot. I'll be 32 on Thursday, and I still have work to do on my non-dominant foot, so it's a lesson to everybody. Your non-dominant foot needs just as much, if not more work than your dominant foot, okay? I'm gonna need a quick sip of water. We'll come back and we'll move on to the next one, okay? All right. All right, hope everyone's doing good. The next one now, we're gonna now move to 3 directions, okay? Back left, left, front left, right, front right, right, and back right, okay? So forward and backwards are the 2 that we're taking out, okay? I'm now gonna do lead foot drags, okay? So if I'm moving to my left side, I'm only using my left foot, okay? But when I come back to the middle, it switches and then I go to my right foot, right? This isn't so much something that we might do in a game, but now it's more about mental activation, okay? So now it's not like the hardest thing, but now it's like, okay, maybe I have to think of it more because this feels awkward. So that's why it's just like, man, this is kind of easy. Like, I mean, I can do this. Well, do it sharper, okay? Do it quicker, do it better, okay? Let's start activating our minds a bit and let's try to get some pace with it, okay? So we're gonna start by going to the back left first, to the middle, left, back, forward left, back, forward right, right, and then back right to the middle, okay? But now it's just gonna be the front foot. So it's gonna go outside, outside, and then once I get here, I'm gonna go boom, lead foot back in the middle, then left foot, and then right back to the middle, okay? So whichever direction we're moving, that's the foot we want to drag the ball, right? So it's always our lead foot, okay? So we're gonna go to those 6 directions, come back to the middle, okay? And then we're gonna switch and we're gonna go the opposite direction, okay? So we'll start by going back left first, okay? Ready? Begin. Let's see how you do on this one. Yep, same foot. Good, yeah, see, a little awkward, but it's more sometimes about the mental aspect and not so much about the, hey, this is so completely applicable to the game. So now that we've got it just a little bit, maybe understand the flow just a little bit, we're gonna go to the other side, but now, pick up the pace a bit, okay? So we'll start by going back right first, okay? Back right, forward left, back left, middle, okay? Ready? Off we go. Good. I hope that one was a little bit quicker. I hope that one was a little bit sharper. Hopefully you learned something from the first one. Applied it to the second one, it was a little bit better, okay? So now we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna do the back foot, okay? So if I'm moving to my left, that's right, the right foot is dragging it. If I'm going to the right, left foot is dragging the ball, okay? So it's gonna be the same idea, same pattern, same 6 points, and then we're gonna come back to the middle, okay? So we're gonna start by going to the back left first. So that means right foot starts on the ball, okay? Ready? I'll see you back when we get to the middle. And go. Good. We should be breathing heavy, we should be working hard, should be getting a little bit easier, those neural pathways should be a little bit strengthened by now. So now it should be, hey, let's get the work in, let's keep the heart rate up, let's keep these touches sharp, okay? One thing I want to mention, this is a 5x5 space, right? So when we're working in these small areas, it's more about the small details. You gotta think about the space you're working in, it's probably what we're asking you to focus on. Tight space, details. Big space, bigger picture, right? So in here, nice and sharp, nice and quick, mind is fully engaged, touches are looking good, okay? So now we're gonna go back to the other direction. Same thing, back foot starts, okay? Going to the back right first. Ready? Go! Good. So I'm only going through these one time. When you're by yourself and you have an hour, maybe you have a little bit longer to do, maybe we do them a couple times, right? Maybe we do 2-3 sets. Maybe we start going opposite directions. Maybe, and here's a fun one to do because I like doing random things when I do these workouts. Sometimes when we start going the same pattern, I get a little like, yeah, okay, I got it. I know where I'm going next. You have a mom, you have a sister, you have a brother, you have a cousin, you have an uncle, you have anybody that's living with you. Yell at a random number, okay? So you're in the middle, boom, 3. All right, cool, I got to dribble 3, back in the middle. Then you yell out another number, 5. Then you go to 5, you come back. So now you're getting that, I don't know where I need to go. I need to be even sharper, okay? And this is how we get the family engaged, If your little sister's sitting there watching TV, just be like, hey, for the next 5 minutes, can you just yell out random numbers to me? I'm sure she'd be more than happy, or he would be happy to, or mom or dad would be happy to be like, yeah, I'll do it. And they'll be like, you remember when you didn't clean your room? Ready? 5, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2. And then they just start throwing out numbers at you, and then it kind of gets fun, and then you kind of just, again, it's a lot of fun to kind of get the family engaged with your workout versus just you sitting there by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I get bored that way. So mix it up. Have some fun with it. And if you think you're really good, this is for my goalkeepers and anybody that thinks they have the upper body strength, try moving in a push-up position with the ball in one hand and just try to move it to one spot. Bear crawling back with the ball. Like I said, there's endless possibilities to do with this stuff. I mean, this little square right here, this little area, love it. So much fun. It doesn't have to just be the ball drags. All right, so now that we've done those two, man, tell you what, I did not know I'd be working on this hard on Instagram. Let's see how people make money doing this. All right. So that was the technical piece. Like I said, the focus was on the sole of the foot. Hope you all picked up maybe 1 or 2 things in there that you liked. Hey, I'm always happy for feedback. If you're like, hey, coach, I really like that. Something I didn't think of, or you could even say, hey, coach, you know what? That was cool and all, but like, what's another variation? What's something else I can do? Please reach out to me. Let me know. Send me an email. Send me an Instagram thing. Can you practice your goal kicks? It's just a garage door. I tell you what, I could, but it wouldn't be good news for the garage door itself because I would be taking that thing straight off the hinges. You know what I mean? Not only that, the ball will probably be coming back in my face pretty quick. So I don't know if my reflexes are that good to be diving on concrete. Maybe in the next video, right? I'll work on a goalkeeping specific one, and maybe in that one, I'll start ripping them into them. Depends on how sturdy it is. I think it also depends on how hard my kicks are, right? So a little bit of A, a little bit of B. All right, so the next one. All right, so now we're gonna get into something that I really like doing. I like just personally just working out. I mean, it's just something I do in my downtime. Now we're gonna do a little bit of weight training, and now we're gonna be doing and some core work as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain it a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'll try to show both angles for stuff that I'm doing, so this way you can kind of see everything. Again, if you guys want to throw comments in there or anything, hey, like I can't see it. Hey, whatever, just let me know, and I'll try to adjust it. So I'll try to keep you guys. I'll try to stay in tune with this little guy down here as much as possible. Okay. So let me see what I got on the first one. Real simple, real easy. Everybody's done them. Planks. But I'm going to show you guys. I like doing variations on planks because just like that with other stuff, planks can be very boring. And you can be like, man, I can hold a plank for 10 minutes. Well, you know what? I'm going to try to help drop that down to at least about 1.5 minutes. And maybe you'll be working even harder. You'll be working muscles that you didn't know that you had in there, okay? So the simple plank, everyone's got down, right? I'll just say out a few cues real quick just to make sure we got it right. So when I'm down on my plank, let me make sure we can still see me. Biggest thing, elbows underneath shoulders. You should have a nice straight line on the balls of your toes. So from your heels up to your shoulders should be a nice straight line, okay? Squeezing. I'm sure you guys have all heard it, right? Engage your core, engage your core. Well, the best way to engage your core is to take your belly button and suck it all the way back to your spine. So it's basically just kind of like, hey, how else am I going to suck my belly button back to my spine? But engaging my core, start tightening my core to help bring my belly button back to my spine. So it's just kind of a mental cue I learned in yoga. It's something that I always key on when I'm doing planks. Belly button to spine, okay? So we're going to be doing our basic plank. But now, let's vary it up a little bit, okay? So, first one, we have our planks. We're now going to start doing removing points of contact, okay? So from here, we'll start picking up our arm, putting it in front of us. Okay? Switch, and then the right arm will go up in front of us, okay? Then it'll come back. Then the left leg will come up, it'll come back down, and the right leg will come up, it'll come back down, okay? So what you're gonna do, let's go for 40 seconds, okay? We're going to isolate each one, all right? So we'll do left hand up for 10 seconds, right hand up for 10 seconds, left leg up for 10 seconds, and right leg up for 10 seconds, okay? I'll give you the cue when the 10 seconds are up, and then that'll be just your cue to just go straight to the next limb, okay? So everybody catch your breath. Everybody get down to the plank position. Ready? Up! Excellent. Bring the left arm up, all right? Switch. Good, left leg up. Switch. Good, and down. Excellent. Very good. Stay you. Good. Now coach, I've done that before. I've removed a limb. That's no big deal. That's pretty easy. I can pick my left arm up. I can pick my right arm up. Excellent. I'm glad you thought that was so easy. Some of you, I'm sure, are like, no, you know, that's pretty good. Excellent. Start trying to incorporate those in your regular planks. But now for someone that wants a new challenge, let's try removing 2 points of contact. So what I'm going to do is, we'll start in a plank, okay? So we'll go for, again, 40 seconds, okay? From there, we're going to go left arm up, right leg up. We'll hold for about 10 seconds. We'll go down. We'll hold the regular plank. Then we'll go right arm up, left leg up for about 10 seconds. Then we'll drop them down. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, I do know my right arm from my left arm, but the camera, it's all reversing it. So you'll just have to do as I say, maybe not as I am seeing in my mirror self. If that makes sense. Okay? All right. So we're going to do left arm, right leg, hold down the regular plank, then right arm, left leg, down the regular plank. Okay? 40 seconds. You ready? Here, and I'll go on the side so y'all can see me, get a different angle. All right. So first one, left arm, right leg. Ready? Up. Good. Down. Hold regular plank for 10 seconds. Good. Now left leg, right arm. Good. And back down. Good. Hold it on the plank for 10 more seconds. Oh, all right. Whew. A little bit better, a little bit more fun. Like I said, there's more about variation, more about adding something else. You know, I would like to see everyone kind of continue to gradually get up and kind of like continue to push themselves, even just in their regular workouts. Like I said, this is body weight stuff, and I'm tired. I'm feeling something work. So there's no reason when we come back on the field, you're like, oh, coach, well, I didn't have any equipment. We're giving you plenty of tools right here, all right? So if you ever need anything else, like I said, keep asking for them, okay? So now kind of a fun one. We're going to do planks, but now we're going to add, let me make sure I got that right. Shoulder tabs. These are now planks, but they're planks from the hands, all right? So we're not doing push-ups quite yet. The next move we'll be doing push-ups. But from here, it's still about holding the core and about holding kind of like that nice, tight mid-range section and holding your core, okay? So there's 2 moves that I like to do. It's more about shoulder stability. Like I said, this one will probably be a little bit more geared towards my goalkeepers, but a lot of things that people can continue to improve on. I mean, throw-ins? I mean, throw-ins are all generated from the shoulder joint. This is about improving the strength in your shoulders, and especially as you get older. To my gentlemen, to my ladies that'll be playing, D1, D2, D3 ball. Kind of getting ready for. Hey, you're going to start being introduced to weight training programs. But you're going to want that base and that foundation of strong shoulder joints as well. We're all legs. We have probably some of the nicest legs of any athlete on the planet. And I'm going to say that pretty confidently. But now we can't neglect the rest of the body, right? So the shoulder joints are extremely important. So one thing I like doing is sitting in a push-up position. And now from here, I'm just going to take my opposite arm. So I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to touch my left shoulder. And I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to touch my right shoulder. So the idea here is the hand that's on the ground is now I'm shifting weight, now I'm moving. Kind of like before when we were sitting there moving the ball, and now we're kind of adjusting the weight in our hip and in our knee. We're now adjusting the weight on our planted arm. So the idea is shoulder stability, arm stability, okay? So let's now start building up the other parts of our body. So this way, when we're introduced to newer and more difficult things, and like I said, especially the high school and soon to be college athletes, you will be introduced to a lot of weight training programs that will need strong foundational work, especially in the upper body. You can't neglect this as well. Even in the running mechanic, your arms drive your legs. So if these are weak, well, you're not gonna have as much drive for your legs. So let's start adding a couple of those bits into our workout routine, okay? So first one, we're gonna go for 20 reps. Okay, so it's gonna be 20 total taps. It'll be 10 right arm to left shoulder and 10 left hand to right shoulder, okay? So it's not about time. This one's gonna be about reps, okay? So we'll go for our 20 reps, we'll come back, and then I'll show you guys the next one, okay? So from here, ready, begin. Good. Of course, you still be engaged. You should still be feeling that. You should still be feeling like, again, those shoulder taps. You start feeling a bit more in the shoulders. If you want to make some of those a bit more difficult, what you can do is you can start elevating your feet. If you think you're really cool, I'll show you one that you can do with any of these, right? Push-ups, planks, the shoulder taps. You can come over here, put your feet on the ball. Tapping. Okay, so that's probably like another progression. Taking away stability. You can, put your set, like I said, you can put your feet on something higher. If your parents are comfortable with it, you can put your feet on the couch. You can start doing the same thing, the shoulder taps. Anything that kind of changes your point of contact is an easy way to make this more difficult. If we need to make it a little bit easier, start from the knees, okay? No big deal. It's just like doing beginner push-ups. The idea is quality over quantity, okay? We want good focus on what we're doing and not just like coach said I had to do it from a push-up position, but I can only do 2, and at the same time, my mid-range is sagging, and I'm all over the place. It's all about structure. It's all about doing things with the proper technique, okay? Last one I'll do for the core one, and then we'll move on to some fun push-up differences. It's just a simple ball tap, okay? So it's the same idea. We'll go from the plank position, ball right in front of you, okay? Stay you. If I get this ball to stay, we'll be on our way, okay? So from here, same position, touching the ball, just one hand on top. Now I just have a new point of contact, okay? Shifting weight. So we'll go for 20, all right? Let's go 10 each side, all right? So ready, begin. Now you want to get kind of fun with it. Take it from your left, move it across your body, and now you got something you got to chase. Good. Yeah, that was probably like my favorite one to do. The shoulder taps are great. The ball touches are great, but that one's like, all right, I'm warmed up, I'm ready to go. My muscles are all engaged. That's probably my favorite one. Grab a quick sip of water. Just a couple more things left. For anybody that's still around, we'll do some push-up variations, and then I'll let you be on with the rest of your day, okay? Quick sip. All right, so we got 3 more exercises again, upper body. So all push-up based. Again, with what I said earlier, if you need to start from your knees, start from your knees. It's all about structure. It's all about shape, nice and tight. Okay, it's not about how many you can do. It's not how difficult that you can jump and do it, okay? Make sure we're getting the proper reps in, all right? So 3 more exercises. Like I said, then I'll get you on your way, okay? So first push-up. We're gonna start down here. Okay, so in between reps, all right, so I'm gonna go down, and then once I come up, boom, shoulder tap. Come down, shoulder tap, okay? So now we're adding something that we did before that we're kind of comfortable with, and now we're just adding now the push-up movement in as well, okay? So we'll go for 5 of these, okay? We'll go for 6 of these, 3 shoulder taps each side, okay? We'll come back, and then I'll show you guys the next one, all right? So from here, ready, begin. Now, I'm sure by now you're really starting to feel your shoulders work. They're nice and engaged. I mean, they're starting to burn a bit. These get progressively more tough. So like I said, that's why I'm not going to go and say, hey, let's do 20 of these, okay? But try to find the number that's comfortable for you. These are great to do in the morning. These are great to do in the afternoons. I know you guys have been given online work. Do your online work. Hey, man, I need a break. Boom. Drop down, do some push-ups, get some blood flowing, kind of get your mind off of it, and then come back, do your homework or do whatever that's given to you, read a book, something fun and mentally engaging that way, okay? So, next one. This one's going to be the tough one. This one, if we need to start from the knees, go ahead and do so. It's going to be a push-up with one hand on the ball. And then when I come up, I'm going to roll the ball to the other hand. I'm going to do a push-up with one hand on the ball, come up, roll the ball back to the other hand, okay? So this one's a bit more difficult, but it's going to look like this, right? So we go down, roll the ball over, catch, push-up, okay? So if we have to, go from the knees, all right? Roll over, push up, roll over, push up, roll over, push up, okay? So we're gonna go for 6 of these if you can do them, and then we'll move on to the next one, okay? So ready, begin. Excellent. Yeah, see, I mean, it doesn't take much, and these are definitely working, definitely hurting. All right, last one I got for you, and like I said, then I'll let you be on your way the rest of your Tuesday, okay? Let me just remind myself of which one that is, because I think it's a pretty tough one. Oh, these ones. All right, these ones I learned about the same time I learned about Russian twists. They're not fun, but they're not super difficult. And they're really, really good for kind of increasing your ability to do just a regular push-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in a push-up position, okay? From here, I'm going to drop down to my elbows, and then I'm going to get back up to my hands, all right? I'm not pushing down and doing a push-up. I'm merely going from straight arm extension, elbows, back up to hands, okay? This is a good one. This is probably one of my favorite ones for just burning out at the end, right? Just however many I can do until I collapse, and then I'm just like, you know what, that's that's a wrap, okay? So for these, I'll show you guys what we're doing real quick. I'll try to give you a bit more of a live demonstration. We'll do a few sets of them, and then I'll let you be on your way, okay? So we'll start from here, drop down, and come back up, okay? That's 1. Drop down, come back up, that's 2. Drop down, okay? So now that you guys have kind of gotten the idea, challenge yourself, okay? I'm going to try to do 10 without breaking myself on camera. Try to do as many as you can, and then once you've done them, you've done your workout for the day, you've got some new knowledge in the bank, you can go on, eat your dinner, feel like you've earned it, okay? Ready? Begin. Tell you what, I feel like I have earned my dinner for tonight until I got to go back at it again and earn my next meal for tomorrow. So for everybody that's still with me, thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Please, any questions, any comments, anything you have for me, please send them to me or to the club. We'll get them. We'll get back to you. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Give your families a big hug. Love on them. Enjoy this time that we have while we have it. And fingers crossed we're back out in that field as soon as possible, okay? So stay safe, everybody. I'll see you soon, all right? Bye.